Sounds good.
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellows. That was what was being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals.
I don't know if I want to talk to him about anything else, but let's see.
What's on your mind?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
It's all you need in life. Okay.
Absolutely. Let's talk. No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Wells. I'm Parvati Holcomb.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy. No, I was being
Didn't mean
polite.
to
I'm not
upset you, bud.
accustomed to extending hospitality, and I've never had this. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. I picked you out of the hope for your talents, after all. It's only natural that others would gravitate toward you.
Can you imagine if you send someone down to like a planet and they come back later with a friend to like your top secret base? Like, hey, yeah, like saw you a couple hours ago. I have a ship. This is my friend. She's kind of working on my ship, you know, mechanic and bodyguard. There's something else I wanted to talk to you about. I don't actually know, but I want to see the. Got a moment to talk?
Absolutely.
Hey, there's something I wanted to talk. Can you talk?
Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the aether. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia. Life outside work? No, of course not. My life is my work.
I feel that.
For that matter, everyone else's lives are also my work. An entire colony's worth of lives are at stake. It's up to me, up to us to set things right. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know.
Yep.
Because we've lost our way, the board has a stranglehold over this colony. And we've all
I feel like there's some other reason.
The Hope is full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you, people who haven't been corrupted by the board. Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No offense.
None taken.
Precisely. The chemical I need is dimethyl sulfoxide, a rare, potent, essential to reviving long-frozen bodies. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the hope. Get it? We'll do our very best to save them all.
Yes, we will.
I'd best get back to
good.
The cysty pigs make excellent test subjects. Also surprisingly nutritious.
Alright, alright, alright. Let's roll out Parvati. I guess there's a way to play where you can get like a lot of companions and a lot of like leadership skills and like not even raise a finger. Just kinda like tell people what to do. Like someone was talking about doing that as a playthrough in some of the videos I was watching leading up to this game's release, and that seems really neat, you know? And it doesn't sound very fun, but you know, if that's what you're into.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Yep, sure are.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses? He's not even denying.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
Now's
Hey.
not a good time. I'm dealing with a problem.
But I could
So,
be
just
dealing
face
with that
yourself.
problems.
Problem solved.
You must really want to crunch it through your teeth. Do what you want. I'm done here.
Whatever you heard, it's all true. The guy insulted my Rizzo's Rangers, alright? I just insult my Rangers and expect to get away with it. So, of course, I decked him with a tossball stick. I mean, what am I? Some kind of fair-weather fan? You wouldn't be saying that if you'd been there. The guy never liked me. Always
think
tried
I
to get a
would've.
rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Is Felix gonna be the next one on our crew?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Yes, that's me.
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time. Oh, not at all. Just, you know, gonna figure out what to do next. See
Do you
you
have
around,
any,
boss.
hey, you can call me boss. Wait, hold up.
Going for a
hold up.
stroll around the docking base?
Do you wanna, are you good at anything?
Stroll around the docking base?
Okay. Could always use someone on my crew that can, you know, knock people out. It doesn't seem like he's, the worst kind of person. But yeah. Sedition, forgery, conspiracy to commit conspiracy, unlicensed medical practice, and destruction of board property.
I wonder what that fella did to get the board so wild at.
Yeah, me too. But, doesn't look like anything we should be worried about. What about this guy? Okay.
Customs and inspection, right this way. Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According
Thank
to your
you.
ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
I'll talk my way out of
Hardly been
this.
out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Edom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker.
I can do
The
that.
office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. Can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way.
What?
I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Oh, maybe because I shut down a town. That might be a little bit that gives me some insight into why. So this might be a consequence of me going up against the board.
You
But
take
yeah,
the starch
I'll
out
go
of
straighten
them,
this
well,
out.
you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure would.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
I get it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Okay.
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their evidence anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
I like this place.
It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
I mean, I wouldn't be too
Tough line
surprised.
to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway. Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
Sounds good.
Sure thing.
I'll go talk to this guy and get this sorted out.
Be seeing you.
Okay, so that's Gladys.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here comes Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch? We've got your punch right here.
I'm gonna head over to Bedford first. See if I can
Go back to the
get this all right.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Ooh, just kidding.
This is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? And whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You
I
have his
believe
ship, you
it.
must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Yes, he did. He did.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die?
Gonna lie about this one.
no. How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their victims. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? That's... well, that's just terrible news. Oh, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
Can we talk?
Oh yeah, sure thing. What do you want, Parvati?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
Great, I'm looking for an upgrade.
I was thinking
I'm just
that
kidding.
maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about anything else before we moved on?
No, if that's my only option. So that's gonna be Gladys, but I think before oh yeah, okay, let's go, Parvati. Wonder what's at Monarch. But hey.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Yeah, don't mind.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
Opposite of problems. I'll salute her.
Nice to see an outsider with some working brain cells. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer is just passing through.
Oh, you know, just passing through.
Interesting. The powers that can paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in a promenade can get you the right weapon for the job.
Oh, nice.
We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Well, thank you.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain.
Don't know how you're gonna get here,
Great.
but you know, you can always ask
I'll
me.
do that then.
I'm otherwise unoccupied most of the time.
Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Not a problem, Captain. Ask away. You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change.
Me too.
I like to think of myself as a nice person, but if that gaudy embassy of his was on fire, I might hold my breath a moment before activating the sprinkler system.
I'd hold it for a bit longer than that.
And leeches like Udon Bedford will do anything to please their corporate masters.
Yeah.
You've got my attention. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give into the board, Groundbreaker loses. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive. We'd be grateful for your assistance. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back. I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable. Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding.
Yeah. I'll get you those parts.
Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Okay. So I have to go on my ship to make it to the back base. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Sup, Felix?
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. It's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
I doubt it.
You're serious? You're giving me a shot?
Yeah.
All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech, just in case you asked. Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang. Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion.
I'm sorry. He's funny.
Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is it's a work in progress.
Yeah, I can tell it's words to live by. And let him continue.
Additionally, I have several years of experience as a box hauler. This skill may come in handy if you need a body dragged away or a door held open while escaping enemy fire. In conclusion, thank you for considering me for your ship crew and/or outlaw gang. I look forward to our adventures together.
I thought that was real good, Felix.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. What do you think? Am I in?
It reminds me a lot of myself.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
You got a crew now, Felix.
Well, yeah, kinda neat. Also, you know, he was just standing up for himself and his team, and and he didn't deny it. I worked with this one coworker who kinda reminded me of who he was describing. You know, someone that kind of just because they're a little bit above you, just doesn't show you any semblance of respect. And word eventually got around about how she was kind of treating, and it wasn't just me. It's kind of like everyone that she just kind of treated poorly. But anyway, I just stopped taking crap from her, and she said I wasn't showing her the respect, but everyone knew what was happening, so no one really acted on it, and I never got in trouble for not showing her the respect she deserved, because everyone knew the real story behind it. And after deciding she wasn't getting respected, she quit.
Hey, Captain.
She'd been with that company a
Can I get
while.
your temperature on something real quick?
Sure can.
So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my data pad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet. She rhymed compression alternator with aches to meet her. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. Made my chest hurt, kinda. I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways, not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
Plenty nice, but
To
it's
me,
not
the best thing
everything.
was always just sharing space with somebody. Feeling safe and warm. When folks start implying you're a little different from an automechanical, you start to wonder. I guess I'm feeling a touch better. Thanks for hearing me out, Captain. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now.
It's gonna be like,
okay.
I want to meet my boyfriend.
Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel. Who's Isabel? They were close, Captain. Like, more than friends close. I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? Lost Hope? Thanks, Captain. I'll be ready.
We're on the Groundbreaker right now. But oh.
so what are we drinking? You're the expert. Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper. Oh, beer. I guess, yeah, I can do that. Beer can be good. I bet. Bottoms up.
Beer, huh? Good choice, if you want to get unsober in a hurry.
Ah, this tastes like the underside of a boot. People drink that for fun?
Yeah, that's my thoughts exactly.
I'm pining for June like something fierce. What am I doing?
Going on a grand adventure across
Yeah, I
the
guess we're doing that,
galaxy.
aren't we? Crewing together, seeing the stars. It's like something out of a serial.
Yeah.
I like the ones with grand romances. But I think I'm flubbing mine. I don't know what to do about us. Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all. It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad. A lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her? Well, maybe she just wanted to let me know her preferences. In a less awkward way. But that made it more awkward. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nose.
No.
Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink.
Here to drink water. Hydra homies.
Hydration.
Noise.
Good thinking, boss. You just saved Parvati a whole lot of trouble.
Shush you.
Man. Glad I now have like a fanboy that'll just, you know, affirm my every move.
I'm so scared. Everything? I got a solar system's worth of terrifying questions swirling around my head. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me? There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands.
You met this girl like 4 minutes ago.
That's... well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not?
I'm not gonna try to do that.
What do you mean, Captain? So I should just be myself? Sound like my dad. It's sweet. Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts.
We all do, I
I
mean.
suppose so, but I want to be my best self for her. A good person, worth caring for. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... wow. So much to think about.
I think it'll work
Gosh,
out.
I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should?
No.
Okay. gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually.
That's how
Thanks
it
for hearing
goes.
me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain.
You know something, Parvati? You ought to come drinking with the crew more often.
She had like a
All
sip.
right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? I wish there was a place we could all live quiet together. Come on, let's go.
I'll make one for us. We can all live as a happy family. His grenade launcher? I pick up this guy just like chilling at a he's just chilling out at a space station, jobless, just carrying around a grenade launcher. See, no problem with that. This is my favorite part. Whenever you get on elevators that actually move and aren't just you know, fast travel points, and you turn around and your followers like just, I don't know if they you never know if they actually teleport, but they're just like, you turn around, they're just like right there, you know, that look in their eye.
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll fire with the king.
Hey, I know this guy.
Hey.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Huh. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal, I promise. First, I'm gonna... Hey, Felix! Look, everyone, it's Felix!
Well, hey there, your lordship. Good to see you again.
Is this a nice man, a friend of yours, Felix?
Seeing you here feels like old times. Now, what brings you down to my sprat-infested broom closet of a kingdom?
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew. We were just sitting in a circle, sucking down exhaust fumes and toasting to the memory of our brain cells, making this broken angel fly again.
Oh.
You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that. Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones, asbestos muscle. Maybe you're right. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
Man, I mean, I'm just so smart. I mean, can we just like talk about like how I said that I was gonna do this and it just happened? I mean, man, everything's just great. How's it going?
Smells kind of like big messes out sometimes.
Huh. Said just up the stairs.
If you were one of the original colonists, this place would have been your home.
Oh. Ooh. Funny you should say that, Felix. Because it kind of was. Oh. Can't steal any of this stuff. Because we are surrounded Where are the stairs?
Take the elevator down into the machinery shed. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight magical manifestation.
Oh, those things are disgusting.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that.
Genuinely heartened. You guys Is this the right way? See, it's like those kids from The Shining. You just turn around, they're there. And they're just, like, staring at you. Okay, well. It's a little bit warm in here. Alright.
Good news, Stockhouse security mechanical proved it up and killed a bunch of mandies. Bad news, diagnostic sets of circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Too fast.
Here they come!
Where do I need to be? Downstairs? These people seem very unaffected by this.
The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you're on your way out of there.
When she said groundbreaker owes you thanks, do you think that they're gonna have like a party for us? It's probably just gonna be a reward of some sort. There was an option to like ask for money when we did this. But I always hate doing that. Like, especially in games. It's like, I'm going to enjoy doing that.
My boys are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
Parvati, can you tell me what our income is? Because I really do not know. Like, know what we do? I've stolen a spaceship, and you came aboard. We don't have jobs. Hello.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Huh.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreakers are free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
1,000. How much do I have? Like 50?
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
As long as it's not like killing innocent people.
You know Edna, over in engineering. Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
An abandoned outpost. You think it's haunted?
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Yeah.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time we got to meddle in our affairs.
Oh, corporations. I was thinking like cores. And so I was a little bit confused about why she was mispronouncing that.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Okay.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Hey, so thanks for watching this. I'm actually gonna break episode 2 into 2 parts. While editing it, I realized just how long it was, and I'm probably a little over halfway with everything I want to show, but I don't want to make these hours and hours long. In fact, I'll be surprised if anybody watches one that's even just at about 50 minutes right now. I'd be surprised if anyone makes it this long, but I'm still trying to find the right audio mix. This time I think I had too much of my voice and not enough of the game, so I'm going to continue playing around with that. But episode 2, part 2, will be coming shortly, as I've already recorded everything. This is me kind of coming back in post to warn you, it's going to be just as bad, but there will be more action in it, because the story is starting to pick up, and we're starting to get to places where we actually encounter things, and it's not just dialogue, which I know the first episode was, and pretty much all this episode was. So, yeah. And hopefully I didn't lose any of my footage like I did on episode 1, which led to it being a little bit disjointed, which it seems like it might have happened this time on the second half of episode 2. But have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one, if you stuck around this long.